So I've been contacted by Sam and Amy. They're a young farming couple with 4 children who farm near the Devon and Cornwall border. They were handcuffed and arrested at their farm in front of their 4 children. And then they were taken away in different police vans and held separately overnight in police custody. They were then due to appear at magistrates court in Barnstaple the next morning, and they were there for 2 minutes at the magistrates court. All of this was over a perceived planning issue by officers acting for Torridge District Council. Sam and Amy got in touch for a consultation, so I drove down to meet them at the farm, and here's what they had to say about what happened.
Right, well I'm down on the Devon-Cornwall border with a couple of farmers who've run into a few planning issues, and this is Sam and Amy, and I'll leave it in their words to describe what happened in their particular planning case.
Well, we had a few planning issues. We were determined to go down the lawful route of things, and the council have never liked that at all. The end result being that we had an enforcement notice, and which we didn't go to court about. No. We stood our ground, and turned out they put a warrant for our arrest, and 6 uniformed thugs came along and invaded our privacy. And arrested us and took us away.
Arrested us, told us actually if we didn't cooperate it would be a case of handcuffing us and taking us away. This was all in front of our children. We've got 4 kids, but our youngest is 10, very upsetting for her. And we were taken away then, separate vans to each other, to the police station, and put in cells. Obviously taken into custody, separate cells, detained overnight.
Booked in separately? Were you together, but then they booked you in separately?
Yeah, they allowed us to sit
only
together.
Because you weren't being violent or aggressive or anything.
At that point.
Then you went off to your separate cells?
Separate cells.
What happened then?
We were checked, we were left, we were then told that we might get to go to court that afternoon, but then we were told later it wouldn't be till the morning, so we would be spending the night in the cells. We were checked every half an hour all through the night with, to check that we were still alive, still breathing.
Didn't turn the lights
out. Didn't turn the lights out.
So you were in the cells overnight.
Overnight.
What time were you in court in the morning?
It was meant to be for 10 o'clock. We got taken over to the court at 9:30. We were handcuffed as well.
So you were led into the court handcuffed?
Yeah, we were.
Over a planning enforcement matter?
Over a planning enforcement
not
matter.
A crime.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like real criminals, like real.
And then you were led into court, magistrates court?
Yeah, we were.
What did the magistrate say?
She picked on me first and said, "Are you Mrs. Amy Diana Page?" I said, "I'm Amy." She said, "Are you Amy Diana Page?" I said, "I'm Amy." She said, "Do you want to go back in the cells?" At which point I didn't answer. My husband actually intervened then, didn't you?
Yes, I thought
saying
I was...
that we'd been kidnapped.
We'd been kidnapped and taken away, and it was against our human rights.
My meeting with Sam and Amy came a day after I returned from another meeting with farmers at Cumbria. At this roundtable discussion on the state of UK farming, I asked the farmers if they believed that successive governments and their policies were designed to wipe out their family farms and way of life. Not one farmer disagreed with that statement, which I actually found quite surprising. If a married farming couple with 4 children can be handcuffed and taken away in separate police vans and then held in police custody overnight to appear at a magistrates court over a planning matter, just what do farmers think is going to happen if they, let's say, they refuse to slaughter their own animals? If there's an order put on your farm, or the government in some way wants to lock down your business? Similar things have happened in recent history, obviously, as I'm sure you'll all remember. Just what do you think will happen to you if you're a UK farmer and you make your stand against government policies then, at that point? Will it be too late? Look at the state's reaction to Sam and Amy over a non-emergency situation, over a planning matter, when there's no harm to anyone and no national risk. UK farmers are under ever increasing pressures, but what can they do about it? It seems to me that the government have set off an avalanche and UK farmers are the target. Without positive action, many UK farms will be wiped out and are being snowed under by government policies. And most farmers that I have spoken with agree. If consecutive governments and their policies brought these problems, what makes you believe that those same politicians and their policies will save you? Small family farms are not in their plans, and many of you know it. So what will you do? Sam and Amy now know what to do, and are now on the path away from UK policies and political control of any kind. It may not be easy, but neither is being wiped out by an avalanche. To see my important talk to farmers at Cumbria, see the link in the description below. It might just save your farm too.